Boy, has he done a lot. The Sword of Excellence recipient, the highest award in the airshow industry. And thank you, Danny. Listen, take a look, ladies and gentlemen, on the left and directly in front of you. Going back to the 1980s, the Bell Aircraft Company. The aircraft company developed the Bell 47 helicopter, the one with the bubble on the front. For the TV show MASH, that was the helicopter on the front. Bell Aircraft also developed the rocket powered X-1.
I don't know
that took General Chuck Yeager past the sound barrier on a flying. But Bell Aircraft came up with a concept that melded, if you will, the performance of a helicopter and the performance of an airplane. Tilt rotor, and it wasn't like the V-22 Osprey that you were saying from the right. Instead of having a rotor, it's like a helicopter, because a helicopter rotor, because of the design of the aircraft, can only go so fast. It can't get to 300 miles an hour or 350 miles an hour. But the XB-15 tilt rotor can, and you see the tilt rotors with the technology also is so advanced that if there is a failure of one of the engines, computers within milliseconds will sense the engine failure and then transfer the power from the good engine across the wing and then up into the transmission to keep the other prop rotor turning to prevent a crash. Now this is a big airplane. When it's sitting on the deck of an aircraft carrier, and the space on an aircraft carrier is very, very precious, is really, that's why they have folding wings, folding up or folding back for aircraft that operate from the deck of a Navy aircraft carrier. If this aircraft, the V-22 Osprey, sits on the ground, the span of prop rotor to prop rotor tip is 84 feet, and that's taken up way too much space on the deck of a carrier. So what the crew chief or the pilot can do is press a button, and automatically the prop rotor blades will fold back out of the way, and then the entire wing will rotate 90 degrees and go from 84 feet of width down to 28 feet of width on the deck of the carrier.
When do we plan on after we do the F-35. Hopefully, then my other one will start getting
Now approaching at a very low speed. We'll watch as the Osprey approaches. I believe it's going to be a touch and go landing. Replacing the venerable CH-46 helicopter that's been around for many, many years, the MV-22 Osprey has capabilities that no other aircraft has. Aircraft forward speed, helicopter. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you'll give a big round of applause for your United States Marine Corps MV-22 Osprey.
You see a plane.
They don't file a flight plan for that. They don't.
It's a good time to lower it.
And we'll see the MV-22 again as part of the Marine Air Ground Task Force demonstration that'll be coming up.
I could see them. I think it's Thursday. A couple of them over here and taking off.